Hello, my name is Dodie, and this is my true story. The kids and I had rented a movie. Kevin Costner was in it. It's called The Dragonfly. And it was about his wife who had died, make a long story short. And he was getting signs like they were expecting a baby. And when she died, they couldn't save her, but they saved the baby. And so, long story short, she was really into dragonflies and had decorated the nursery in dragonflies. Well, the kids and I are watching this movie because I had gotten signs. My husband was a musician. We sang together. We sang for weddings together. We had special songs that we sang together. And I would get these songs that would play 3 in a row at a time. And I'm like, what is that? It almost like he's trying to reach me, is that crazy? So I didn't know what to believe. So I watched this movie, and it's talking about how the dragonflies kept landing on him, kept coming into his home, and he finally figured out, he went back to the island and found a 6-month-old beautiful baby girl that was his. And I was like, maybe the other side does try to reach you. Maybe God tries to say something or tell you something like everything is okay. You need to know that they're okay. The next day, this very home, I walked out in the front yard, and on the tree was the most beautiful, large dragonfly I'd ever seen. And I thought my crazy teenagers put that dragonfly there. And so I went up to it, and I touched it. It let me touch it. And its wings did this. It was like God sent that dragonfly to tell me that you are reached from the other side. And God uses whatever He needs to use to show you or comfort you. I couldn't believe it. So ever since then, the dragonfly has been kind of a symbol in my life of God and miracles. And so I continue to raise my kids. And so about eight and a half years after being a widow, I met my husband now. And so this morning, we were in his church, and I was praying. And I was asking, we were talking about marriage and things, and I said to God, you need to tell me, is this the man that I should be with the rest of my life? Because it's not just me. Even though my children were now adults, I had my adult children and I had some grandchildren. So the man that I would be with would take over as a stepfather to my adult children and be a grandpa to my grandchildren. And so it was very important to me that I got it right. So I told Kip on the way to his truck, leaving the service, what I had prayed about. I said, God, send me a sign. I need a sign. I need to know if this is the right man for me. We got in his truck. He rolled the window down. A dragonfly flew in the window and landed on his shoulder and just sat there doing this. I was like, wow. And he looked at me after he had known, I had told him the story about the dragonfly previously. And he looked at me like, who are you? wow, you're getting another sign from God and I get to witness it. It's sitting on my shoulder. So I thought that was pretty amazing. And so I knew, okay, so you told me that this is the right man. And it has been. He's awesome. He's been an awesome stepfather for my kids, an incredible grandpa. So it's been really amazing. God knows what he's doing. You know, he gets us through horrible times in our life. And I don't know if we realize how much he gets us through. And then he sends us signs that it's going to be good. It's all going to be good. It's okay. And your loved ones are okay because they're with me.